Okay, there you go. You're still in there. Hey, there you go.
Good morning, rollers. We're going to start with the feet. And today we're going to do something a little different with the feet. We usually work the 3 lines, but we're going to just work the two lines of the feet, the outer and the middle. This is something I learned in Jamaica, so bear with me on this. It's just, she didn't think we should be overworking that inner line, so she's kept us mostly on the outer line and the middle line, which probably makes a lot of sense. So first you want to start out on your heels, and you just want to sink and press into the waker. Again, always remember those wakers are about hip distance apart. Try to keep the feet nice and parallel. Sink down and breathe. You always want to give yourself time to really feel the move. So if I feels like I'm moving a little slower, it's mostly because I'm trying to get you really centered into the back of the heel. You can bend your knee a little bit. And if you like a little more stimulation on the heel, you can bring those toes up to the sky. You can kind of rock and roll on those heels if that feels good. And then go to the other foot. I kind of like to go in. She was also doing like all different spots on the heel for us. I don't think she got to quite 9, but we were working the heels a lot. So keep that in mind that when you're grounding into your heels, you're doing some really important work. Keep pressing in. And now let's start up that lateral side of the foot. So right before the heel on the outside line, you're going to try and get your foot sickled a little bit if you can and get as much on that 5th metatarsal as possible. And you're going to press in. Now, if you need to kind of bow your legs out so you don't mess up your ankles, if your ankles aren't really strong, sometimes if you get on the side like that without compensating here by giving yourself a little bowed motion, you can probably strain your ankles, and we don't want you to do that. So press in. Sink down. Take a breath. Big exhale. And now I want you to inhale again. Take a nice big exhale and come over to one side. Press it in. And just really sink down into that side of the foot. And then come back to center. Take a nice big inhale and exhale, sink down into that other foot. So you're still right before the heel, and you're just shifting the weight back and forth a little bit from side to side. Come back to center. And move up to that halfway spot at the arch. And again, if you can get against a wall and get more of that side of the foot on the waker, that's better. If you can't, and you're freestanding like me, you're just going to have to balance or do one foot at a time. Really press in. Maybe you want to do a little rocking and rolling on that side of the foot just to open up anything that might be a little stuck. Taking some breaths. Other side. Yeah. Coming back to center and then taking the weight over to one side a little more and pressing in. Back to center, going to the other side, pressing in. And back to center. And let's move to that next spot at the pinky toe ball mound. So again, we're going to just tuck any tissue that we have in that area under. Get on the waker, press in, bend those knees, just give it a nice deep pressure into that into that part of the foot. Nice deep breath. And then bring the weight over to one side and press in. And come back to center. And then go to the other side and press in. Take a breath, come back to center. And now we're going to go up that middle part of the foot. So right before the heel, middle of the foot, and press in. Bending those knees a little bit. Never lock them out when you're doing these standing moves.
We want to lock in, not lock out.
That's right.
I like the amount of time we're spending on our heels, Paula.
Yeah, I do too.
It's exactly what I needed after falling.
And now we're going to come to the center of that foot. Now I really want you to keep the awareness to the outside when you're standing in the front, in the center of the foot. Again, if you want to do a little kind of rocking and rolling in this area, you can, but I want you to keep the weight coming out. So most of the weight is over to the side. Because that's the part we start to get a little bit crazy on, especially as we start going further inside, as we further start going inside of the foot. And that's why we tend to collapse in that area. So keeping the weight out, and that helps too if you have a ball between your legs. And press in. That's kind of a balance challenge for me today. And then we're going to come off and come to that center ball mound. And we're going to pick up our toes. Wrap our toes around the waker. Pick up our heel, and we're going to press back. And try to get some of that padding that's oozing into the toes. We're trying to get it back onto the ball mound. So do that really nice big push. And then drop that heel down. So you're still standing on your ball mount, and then do it with the other foot. Get that padding back on the ball mount. So we're on the center of the foot. We brought the heels down. It's another trick she showed us in Jamaica about always getting that padding back underneath the ball mound as best you can. And again, you're sending a lot of the weight on this, even though you're standing on the center of the ball mound, you're sending a lot of this weight out to the outer ball mound. And now I want you to come off, and we're just gonna stand a second and just feel where you feel that weight, feel where it feels, you're putting your weight in your foot. Maybe you're putting it to the heels. I feel like I'm putting it more on the lateral side and a little bit on the heels.
Okay.
And now we're gonna work the toes so we can really get the grounding into the toes too. So little toe and fourth toe up on the waker. Press in, bend the knees. When you feel you get a nice separation between the toe, those two toes, start lifting up the heel. Maybe lift it a little higher. Maybe lift it a little higher. And bring it down. And go to the other side, lift up that heel. Try to lift it a little higher. Just gradual steps to really get an extra stretch in that bottom of the foot. You can just lift it a little higher. And bring that heel down and go to those middle three toes, stretching and separating those out on the waker. Taking some deep breaths, because this, again, separating the toes can be fairly intense. And then start bringing that heel up one at a time. If you're against the wall, you can do both. Bring it up a little higher. And see how high you can bring that heel. You just gradually inch it up. And then lower that heel, go to the other side, bring the heel up, maybe a little higher, maybe a little higher, just inch it up. You might notice one foot is, you can't bring the heel up as high, and that's perfectly normal. Sometimes the bottom of our foot doesn't stretch as well on one side. That's always something to work on. And last place we're going to come is between the big toe and the second toe. Oh. And we're going to bend our knees, press into the waker. Oh. And then let's take one heel up at a time, just a little bit. And we'll bring it a little higher. And then finally bring it as high as you can. It's like your classic little Barbie foot.
Thank you, Pablo.
Like you had the very highest heels on. I can't tell you. I mean, it's been so long since I've worn high heels that I probably don't even have any anymore.
They're horrible.
Probably got rid of them.
We just wore them. They were awful.
And then go to the other side, press in, bring the heel up a little bit. And up a little more. And then finally as high as you can get it. I mean, it's such a wonderful stretch on the bottom of that plantar fascia. So hopefully you can do this stretching your toes. I've been doing it a little more sitting down lately too, when I try to do it extra time. So there you go. There's your 15 minutes of feet.
Well, fabulous job, Paula. Extraordinaire. What we are doing next is we are going to, what I think I'm gonna do next, actually, is gonna move the camera back.
I think if we move the camera back, we can sit up a little bit more. Yeah, there we go. And you can see us a little better.
There we go. Thank you, Paula. So you may need a golden ball, but what we are gonna do now is the Cayman calves, because we all have decided it's November and we wanna be in the Caymans. Okay, I've decided that, I don't know who else, but
Yeah, we want to go warm.
we wanna go warm. I know, I was talking to some of our Yamana friends and they're like 88 degrees yesterday, and I'm like, well, we got our first frost. Blah, blah, blah. So lift your knee up, lift your knee up. We are gonna start with going down the legs, down the shins. If you want that comfort ball, I like the comfort ball one, that keeps my feet apart. I like to bring my feet together. We want nice straight feet, so check in with straight feet. Balls are just below the kneecaps, and we're gonna sink in and breathe. Make contact. This is a really easy move. We're gonna just stay in this position, and we're gonna move the balls down our legs.
Yes, indeed, it was a geranium is no longer alive.
Yeah, all my nasturtiums, my beautiful nasturtiums, all gone. Moonflowers gone. It's okay. It's called Wisconsin seasons. All things must come to an end, so new things can
Get all
come.
the snow.
It's true. Although my client yesterday canceled. So anyways, because she was driving in the snow for 15 minutes, like poor kid. Inhale, exhale, sink, bring yourself up onto your knees, and let's bring those balls down just a little bit. We're gonna divide the body into 4 sections from here on down. So this is the first section. Sink in and breathe. I'm no longer measuring the body. I'm going to just tell you sections because the measuring apparently I cannot do. Sink in and breathe, keep the weight on the ball. I drop my head down, keep it nice and neutral in my spine. Check in with those feet, make sure they're nice and straight. Engage that belly, keep the weight in the ball. Now, if you feel nothing here, you may be pounding the concrete, or it may be really sharp and you may be pounding the concrete. So sometimes we get dead zones here. Let's take one more inhale. And exhale, sink, sink, sink. Base of that exhale. Let's traction ourselves forward. So this is going to be the second stop here. We have 2 more stops to go. So pick your stops appropriately. Right? You don't need to lean over as much usually once you get the ball about halfway down. Although if anyone knows how to get gel nails off, that's going to be something I need soon. I know. I tried acetone last night. It didn't work. I was like, Taylor, what did she do to me?
Get off in the salons with some kind of a light.
Yeah, they put it on with like this heat light. Okay, inhale, exhale, slide yourself down to the 3rd spot. I'm right at the shin. I mean, we've been on the shin, but I'm right at the, I don't know. I'm right here, folks. That's where I'm at.
You can probably look and see where I am, so.
Yeah, somewhere. Here, you're sidewayser. You're more sideways. You're doing good.
I did that on purpose.
Sink back. I just do, Paula does the opposite. It just works well for us.
Yeah.
I just do whatever I do and she modifies. One more inhale here. Exhale, sink down, ground, base of that exhale. Let's take those balls to the top where the foot and the ankle meet. We're gonna do this top of the foot here. And I'm gonna like push into my feet. So I'm pushing in my feet, I'm engaging my belly. Getting a nice stretch in the quads. You can always, massage the quad too if it's really tight here. This is a nice move to do again and again. Now let's pull ourselves just out. So if you want to pull your feet through, you can. I like to pull my feet through to the top of my feet. Take a moment there, press into the bottoms of my feet.
Yeah, I get a nice dorsal stretch.
Really good dorsal.
Because we didn't do that with the feet, so we knew we were getting it with this.
Oh, we didn't need to. Why double do? And then just slide yourself off when you're ready and take them off the toes. Stretch them out for a minute. Should have nice red feet. Yes. Can see the dorsal bones nicely. You can't even see my feet, sorry, I'm off the screen. Paula has really nice dorsal bones. Now what we're gonna do is we are going to move the balls, not our bodies this time. So ball goes behind the knee. So I like to stick my knee out. Bring it back. Stick my knee out. Bring it back. I mean, if I didn't have so much beverages around me, I might be able to do it a little easier, but I have a beverage on every side of me today. Your ball behind.
You're
And
surrounded.
I'm like, two without lids, one with at least a lid, so. Put those balls and hold them behind the knees as best as you can. I can't get mine to my knees, but whatever, it's the best I can do. Think in and breathe. Connection to the back of the calf to the black ball to the back of the hamstring, right through and into the quadriceps. Feel all those nice releases as you sink back into your heels. You're gonna put more weight in the ball and your knees are gonna start expanding.
Yeah, the thing I like about this is you really get, it's like a double do. You get the hamstrings.
It's like a quadruple
you
doing.
yeah, you get the calves.
Get it all. There we go. Let's take one more inhale here.
Yeah, if you lean back a little bit, you really get the quads too.
Really get the quads. This is actually one of my favorite quadricep muscle stretches is this one right here.
Mm-hmm.
Sink forward and we're gonna bring these balls to just the middle of the calf. They're not already there.
Yeah, they have that.
Mine are already pretty much there, but I'm gonna bring them down a little bit. Hold them right in the center, slowly sink down, engage belly. Rock back. What time did we start, Paula?
I think it was about 11:30.
11:30, okay, perfect. All right, we're sinking and breathing.
Maybe a couple minutes before.
Sinking and breathing. Inhale, exhale, sink. On that exhale, we're gonna come up and we're gonna put these balls right where the calf and the Achilles tendon meet. So right below the calf. Otherwise known as the good old gastrocnemius. There's few landmarks I actually remember correctly, and some of them apparently I learned incorrectly as we learned last Sunday in class. Whatever. Again, sink back. If you want, you can lean way back, press into those toes, engage that belly. Let's bring those balls right to the Achilles. So right where you're kind of touching the heel, but they're straight on the Achilles. That's where we want to be. Engage belly, sink back, breathe. It's like releasing my back of my shoulders and my ears.
Mm-hmm.
I like that connection with that's happening right now. Sink in and breathe. Keep those knees down if you want to get a good stretch in the quads. Yeah, I see how those quick hand, like the hands being back here, this would be much better by being able to lift and open the chest.
Mm-hmm.
We're learning things. Bring those balls to the top of the heels. Sit on down on them.
If you're lucky, you might hit your piriformis. You never know.
Oh, if you're lucky.
Yeah, if
I
you're
was
lucky.
feeling lucky today.
If you might get it.
You might, like if you lean a little bit, I got it right here. Just lean in a little. There you
I'm
go.
mostly getting my sit bone, so
That is also a good spot.
that's
to
also
go.
a great spot.
Mhm. If I let my balls go out, they'll get into the saddlebags. You can rub at the muscle and then push the ball into it. That's nice too. I wiped out yesterday, so I had to heal my body again. As usual. Take those balls out and let's kick our feet out. Take a little flapping out.
We'll fix that though by doing
They're getting better already.
one of the other routines. Will help that.
So next, what we're gonna do is the pubic bone out to the sides of the pelvis, and then we're gonna do the inside line here while we're lifting a foot. So we're gonna go onto our belly. I would use a gold ball here. If you're worried about hip expansion, use a pearl or smaller. So if you tend to have issues with your low back or your hips or your bursa area when you do this move, modify it if you need to. So we're gonna start on the pubic bone. We're gonna bring the ball up a little bit and then we're gonna carve it down and out and we'll do one leg at a time. So let's start with the left leg because that's we're doing left again. For so many years, I started with the right side of the body, so we have years to make up on the left side. So start on the middle of the pubic bone on your belly. If you need to pee, it's a video, so you can pause it real quick. FYI, go pee.
Yeah.
We can't, but you can. You have the power. Sink down, find that center of that pubic bone, find the edges. So I'm just going a little left, little right, little up, little down. Finding all the edges of the pubic bone. I'm gonna find right in the center and I'm gonna inhale. And I'm gonna exhale and I sink and just let myself go down, engage that belly, wrap in that ball, and just melt. Feel as the pelvis releases, maybe your upper shoulder blades are relaxing. Wait, so that exhale, let's bring ourselves up on our elbows. We're gonna bring ourselves slightly to the right. So inhale. Exhale, sink, bring it to the right. Ball goes right to that bikini speedo line. Inhale, exhale, extend that arm. We're gonna stretch it out a little bit here. Thumbs up, palm open. You can be on the inside, you can be right on the bone, on the outside. I'm right on the top. Bring that arm in on your exhale. Slide yourself down, find the top of that pelvis. Again, you can be on right on the bone, on the outside, on the inside. Extend that left arm out. Wrap that ball, relax the knee, relax the jaw. Base of that exhale. Let's arm and crawl that arm back in and let's crawl our left leg up. Then we want you to get it up and I want you to bring yourself right to that adductor line. So right where that pubic ramus is. Sit right in there, right on the bone. Inhale, exhale, sink. We should have 90 degrees from hip to knee and then knee to heel, nice and straight. Flexed foot. If other side of the body, my right side is as flat as I can on the ground. If you want a little extra frosting here, you can keep your knee on the ground, lift the foot only as high as the body will let you do it without moving anything else. Lift it up and down. On the exhale, set your foot down, and then we're gonna bring ourselves to the right. Ball is gonna go out to the left. So now the ball is totally in my leg, not in my pelvis at all. If you're still in your pelvis a little bit, that's okay. Sink into that place. You can look the opposite way if you really want to get a cross body stretch. And it opens up that other side of the pec muscle on the right side. And then when you're ready, weight in the knee stays there. Just lift that heel. Listen to the beautiful church bells. We did our old Yamana time, it would be from 10 to 12. We would hear these every day.
Yep.
You know, now we're in the Zoom world. Bring that ball halfway out. If you don't wanna move off your mat, you can pick it up too. Which is fine. Sink in here first, let that ball make contact, find that adductor, maybe feel all the way to the femur. Soften that muscle in here. This is where I think our adductors get the tightest for most people. And when you're ready, slowly keep the weight on the ball, lift that heel. Feel that ball rolling through that adductor.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. You don't need to lift that foot very high. Good. Set that foot down. And we're gonna bring this ball out to the knee. Right to the knee. So first face down or a little bit across the body to the right. Foot flex gently. And then you can lift your foot when you're ready. Really be mindful if you need to, if you feel like you're floating, put your hand on top of your leg here. That might help have a little bit more control. And then you can feel that adductor line going all the way into your arch, maybe pulling into your big toe. Put that leg nice and neutral. Now we're gonna do bicycle pedaling. So we're gonna pedal with the bike forward. And come back. And forward. Oh, that's right. Now it's the first Wednesday of the month. So here's the
still
fire
doing it.
alarm or the tornado alarm. Go backwards. So now we're dental flossing into the hip. So cleaning out the hip.
I'm guessing we won't do it next month.
Hopefully, I hope we don't have tornadoes regularly in December.
Rarely can go jumping.
No, we don't even hardly get thunderstorms. Now go back forward again. Not that you need to have a thunderstorm with a tornado, but like a lot of times they come together. And there's very rarely to have thunder and lightning in a snowstorm. All right, and then you're gonna bring that ball. You can bring it back up to the center of your pubic bone. Or you could just, I'm gonna just push mine back up and then I'm gonna get on my pubic bone. That's called lazy Rachel.
Yeah.
Now, what we're gonna do is go right over to the other side, and we're on the right side of the mat. Inhale, exhale, bring yourself slightly to the left, find that bikini speedo line, straight leg, straight arm, extend right side of the body out. Breathe here. It's interesting, I can hear both tornado sirens today. We have two different ones in Monona. Usually I can only hear one.
Yeah.
I can hear both of them today. Bring that arm in on your inhale. Exhale, sink. We're gonna bring this ball to the top of the pelvis. Don't mind the musician in me. I can't ever turn her off.
Yeah. I'm just still trying to think what Taylor was thinking of getting gel. I mean, it wasn't like it was that far ahead.
Getting gel.
Yeah. Why?
Oh, on my nails?
Yeah.
Because the lady told me I was gonna chip them. She's like, you aren't a girly girl. You really should get gel on your nails because I think you're gonna chip them before you even get to the wedding. And I believe her, but now I can't get the gel off. Okay, inhale, exhale, bring that leg, the right leg now, army crawl that right leg up, get the shirt out of the way, up and out, and then either pull yourself up, down, over, find that pubic bone, adductor, pubic ramus spot, slide yourself down.
Plus it costs more, so they got more money going.
Honestly, for my mani-pedi, I paid $65.
Well, it's not bad.
So I wasn't with the gels, and Bodie's was only $10. So I felt like I walked out of there with spent less than $100. It was the cheapest thing I did for the wedding.
Good.
Oh my god. I'm sorry, Zoomers. I will be done maybe digressing the wedding maybe after December.
Maybe after Christmas.
Yep, exactly. Maybe after Christmas. Although now I'm waiting for my daughter to like call me to tell me she made a baby. That's my thing.
Won't be long.
Who knows? Lift that leg when you're ready. I don't think it'll be very long. Knowing my child. Well, and knowing our fertility. You never know though.
You
Things
never know.
change.
Could be the first.
True. Sink down. Now bring yourselves a little bit, foot down, bring yourself to the left. Bring that ball just outside of that pelvis. Oh, this is what I really needed. Sink and connect with the ball. Get the weight on. I noticed I was falling off the ball, so I had to get my weight on the ball. So I pulled myself up a little. When you're ready, lift that foot. Keep the weight on the ball. Foot down. Then we're gonna bring ourselves to the right, to the left, halfway down. Sink in. Nice deep breaths. You can turn your head to the left this time if you want to get a little bit of that cross stretching through the front of the body. And then we're gonna lift that foot, keeping weight on the ball. And then when you're ready, bring that foot down. And we're gonna bring that ball to the knee now. Knee now, to the knee now. Sink in, feel that stretch, nice straight leg out to the knee to the heel, nice flexed heel. Gauge that belly, feel that expansion on that inside line here. Really feel that nice stretch, all that nice releasing you've been doing. If you need to, you can put your hand on the ball on your knee and lift that foot. If you need a little extra security. And then I want you to nice level bicycle pedal forward. Bicycle pedal forward. There we go. And then come backwards. Dental flossing into that hip joint. Man, is it Friday yet? I want fish fry.
No, it's not.
I want like some blackened walleye or something delicious. Not like fried fish.
I'm still thinking about Jamaican
Ugh.
jerk fish, which I never got to have because the only thing they had was jerk chicken.
Oh, the jerk fish is great. Bring that ball back to your pubic bones.
That's what I wanted, but they didn't have.
Oh, how dare they not have any jerk fish? It's horrible. Well, in Belize, they better have all the fish. Inhale, exhale, sink. I'll just dive down. I'll catch our fish.
You do that.
I don't know how to do that. Zoomers, we're going somewhere in between the belly button and the pubic bone, and we're just gonna relax and release that back. A lot of times, stretching those legs out to the sides causes a little bit of discomfort back here. So just make sure you're super happy, healthy belly. Because if you have a happy belly, then you can have a happy heart. And if you have a happy heart, you're going to have a happy life. Why? Because I say so. Inhale, exhale, sink. When you're ready, you can extend a hand and you can take a roll. Right on over to your back for a moment. Just assess what we're doing, what has happened, what is released. I think I'm off the TV because I can't seem to stay on my mat today. Oh, good. Okay.
You're on the screen.
I'm on the screen. Well, yeah, that's right, because I pushed the thing out a little. We're using the TV. We're using the phone today, so hopefully we get a little bit better imaging is what I was hoping. Now, what we are gonna do with the remainder amount of our time is we're gonna do the full lateral line, which hopefully we have enough time for. You can use a gold, silver, pearl. You could also use a black ball. I'm gonna probably use a gold and the black ball, just because that's what I have available to me. We're gonna start at the pelvis. We're gonna work down to the side of the knee, and then we'll start at the ribs and work up to the shoulder arm. So let's go on let's do the right side of the body this time. I'm really changing it up on you. So if you're gonna be using a black ball, we're still gonna start with the gold ball. We're gonna soften this pelvis a little, and we're gonna be pulling ourselves up. So we're gonna start way back on our mats. Comfort balls if you want them. Pelvis, hip, we're going on the top of the hip here. Oh, just cracking my knuckles. Top of the pelvis here. If you want another comfort ball, you could have a comfort ball here. You can put the comfort ball on your ribs. I like to have it because then I don't have to work so hard, to be honest. Okay, we're sinking down on the top of the pelvis on the right side today, Paula.
I see that.
We're switching things up. Have your black balls. If you want to go to a little bit bigger, smaller ball, have them ready. Come here, ball. My ball's rolling away. Now we're going to take an inhale, exhale, let ourselves go forward. Let that ball go into the front of the belly. Take a breath here. Maybe a little breath of fire. And let's peel it all the way to the back side of the body. All the way, get in there. Oh yeah, that's what I needed. I just had a crack from like the pinky of my heel all the way up. Find the side of that sacrum and then peel it back. Oh, yes. And if you're switching to the black ball, you could have done that with the black ball. So if you want a quick switch, you can whip that up really quick with the black ball to the top of the hip, touch the pelvis. Come back through and peel yourself through if you wanted to. Just like that. This peeling out is like my favorite move in the world. So do that as much as you can. So inhale, exhale, sink. Bring that ball to the deep lateral rotator or where your pelvis and your pelvis and your leg meet. Relax there, sink and breathe. Again, comfort ball is nice to have because then you don't have to put all that weight on your elbow and you can extend that shoulder open. Oh yeah, this is a place, this is where I needed it for my fall. Feeling all that nerve stuff all the way down into the heel. Inhale, exhale, let's transfer the weight to the front of the body. Feel a little bit into the quadricep. Need this. And then slowly come back. Yes, there's the blood flow happening. Engage the belly, take it to the back side. Use your piriformis if you want to. Nicely. Getting right at the base of my sacrum. Tipping and peeling. I really gotta sit up here. Get enough weight on that ball. Oh, there it is, right to the lateral side of the body. Stack those legs, take a nice inhale. Exhale, sink, base of the exhale. Let's bring this ball to that IT band. Yummy. Get right on that IT band, extend out and sink. Relax the knee, relax the leg, let that ball in, find that femur. As you find that femur, slowly let yourself turn and the ball is going to just release all those nice quadricep muscles. Peel that IT band off of maybe the quad or the hamstring into the front of the leg. And then let's peel it back. Slowly. Into the hamstrings. Little point and flex. And then bring it back to that IT band. And then we're gonna bring this ball about halfway down the leg, so inhale. Exhale, bring that upper leg up, press yourselves up. Find that spot, sink on down. I can just extend myself all the way out because I've got super weight on there.
That's good.
Right, heel slightly flex, just sink in. Feel that translation going up and down the body. Come up on an elbow and let's take it into the front and back of the leg. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I'll fix you up for today.
We're gonna be all fixed up after this.
Yep.
Gotta love it. Gotta love neighbors. My neighbor that I think, hates me the most.
Oh,
I say they're my favorite neighbors because, I get a reaction out of them, and you know how I like it to get reactions out of people, so. Like, well, I want good, bad, or ugly reaction is good for me.
someone was kind.
I kill them with kindness. In fact, I have a sign that says, love thy neighbor, and they took that down, it's gone now. Inhale, exhale, bring it to the lateral side of the leg. It's funny how all my really nice, things that I put up go away. We are right above the knee here. But yeah, they had a giant hole and my whole leg went in it and I flipped down and landed really hard on my right side. I did roll, but it definitely was
Jarring,
jarring. It was cold. So I think if it wasn't so cold, it wouldn't have been so jarring, but it was jarring and I wasn't ready for it. Inhale, exhale, roll that ball to the front. Be mindful of your kneecap though, everyone. Oh, almost got that is releasing. I'm just melting here today. Oh, that's going all the way into my ear. Wild. Into my left hip. Wow. Yeah, that's a wild one. So just my quadricep muscle, who knows, is releasing all kinds of things. It's what needs to happen. Slowly bring it to the back side.
especially for that hip.
So it's good that it's crossing over, and I'm sure I'm compensating for something. Point and flex a little bit. Oh yeah. And then peel it back over. And then we're gonna bring that ball all the way. I'm stuck off my mat though. We're gonna bring that ball back all the way up to the top of the pelvis.
Oh,
Slowly.
holy. No.
It's ridiculously painful. All the way to the top. And then let's do the other side. No, let's do the upper lateral line. We're gonna run out of time, Paula. I'm gonna run out of time, everyone.
Yeah, I thought we had a good timing going.
Well, here's the deal. I have a 12:30 patient.
Oh,
Inhale, exhale, put your thing in, and we started at 11:30. So what we're gonna have to do, my dears, is only roll one side of the body. So we have the ball now at our ribs. We're sinking in and we're breathing. Base of that exhale, let's bring that ball into the front of the chest, bring that breath all the way through.
we could just modify the amount of peeling you do on the others too, or just don't peel as much through the.
Peel all the way, we'll peel faster, peel all the way through.
You can all do micro shift them. Or you can shift one spot.
Keep rocking it, bring that ball to the base of your shoulder blades. Or should we go right to the armpit? Let's do base of your shoulder blade. Bring that upper arm up and over, sink in, roll yourself through. We're gonna do a speed stir raise on the upper part. Sink in and breathe.
Hoping they're late.
They won't be. Then center yourself, don't worry. Inhale, exhale, we're bringing it to the armpit. I have a plan, I think.
Or I could just take over too.
Wait, we can have Paula take over. Sink it and breathe. That's why we have Paul Extraordinaire to begin with, is to step in at any given moment when I can't do it. Rotate that armpit. Oh. Bring that arm to 3 o'clock. Since Paul is gonna teach, we're gonna get it in here.
Oh, yeah.
Get right on that corner pocket, get into the chest, get into the corner pocket, into the chest. And then I'm gonna bring that 3 all the way over to 9. Support my head with my left hand. Oh, yeah. And then bring that ball into the back side of my shoulder blade. Armpit, peel where I need to go, maybe crunch it up. And then let's bring it back to the armpit. There we go. Make sure you're losing your clothes because I am. Inhale, exhale. We're going to bring ourselves down one more time and let that ball go into the upper part of our arm. Lay our head on our arm if we can. And then we're going to slowly rotate that palm down and palm up and palm down and up. And when we go down, we're going to do a little horizontal shuffle to the pinky and to the thumb, into the pinky and to the thumb. Put your face down, bring your arm to 3 o'clock, let that ball roll into the bicep. And again, rotate that palm up, palm down, palm up. When you go palm down, horizontal shuffle, pinky to thumb, pinky to thumb, pinky to thumb. Slowly bring that arm back up to 12, hand on head. Inhale, exhale, and press yourself all the way back. Now, Paula, would you like to take it from this lateral side, or would you like me to coach the lateral until I ask go?
Yeah, go ahead, start.
I'm gonna coach the lateral. So if you started with the gold ball, go with the gold ball. I don't know what I did with my ball. Here it is. You're going to start at the base of your mat and you're going to pull yourselves forward. So here we go. Extend out on the hips, soften that pelvis. So we're gonna work on just softening it. Soften it, soften it, soften it. Now,
Theoretically, you got 10 minutes, you might be able to do it.
and we might be able to do this all. If you want to switch to a smaller ball, this is your moment. I forgot the moment last time, but here we are. We got the moment. We're right on the top of the pelvis. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to rotate to the front of the body. Let that ball just catch the pelvis. Find it. Inhale. Exhale, sink, press in, grab that pelvis, take it to the back side. Try not to eat your shirt. I've already eaten my shirt. Stay on the top of the pelvis, peel through the top of the sacrum. Maybe go to the taco bar. Okay. Rotate back. Extend that leg. Find the top of the pelvis. Now, inhale, exhale, sink. We're going to find the deep lateral rotator. So, inhale. Exhale, press yourself up. Find that juicy pocket right there. Find a comfort ball if you'd like. Sink in and breathe. Let that ball just go in deeply into that deep lateral rotator. Lateral. We got to get an R. When you're ready, rotate forward into the top of the quad. Oh, yeah. Sink in. Inhale, exhale, bring that ball back. Peel through the quadriceps into the back of the glutes. Maybe hit your beautiful piriformis. Ooh, yeah, right there. Got her. Got it. Got him. Come back. Peel through. Oh, that is juicy. Sink in. Now we're going to go down this IT band. So inhale, bring that upper leg up. Exhale, sink down. Find that AT band. Not ET, but IT. Although ET was, not a big hit last night at Halloween. Not seeing ETs. But I think I went as ET when I was little. ET was like my best friend when I was 2. So. Although I was a weird kiddo. My favorite people when I was little was Jabba the Hutt, King Kong, and ET.
Interesting.
Well, my uncle was a, horror film guy, so We did a lot of that. IT band, we're gonna find that's halfway down the leg. Inhale. Exhale, sink. But yeah, I have lots of pictures that my uncle drew with King Kong holding Jabba the Hutt ET in each hand. But I loved ET. It's a super sad movie now. Inhale, exhale, go into that quad. Sorry, I'm digressing. This is what happens when I get into my quadriceps and my IT bands and
That's
my
true.
hamstrings. It happens every time.
It does.
But I caught it, so we're gonna get back on track. Rotate it in the back. Point and flex a little. Holy but Jesus. Inhale, exhale, bring that ball to the top of the knee. Adjust your comfort ball so you don't roll into an ankle. Roll into a rib or an ankle, I guess. You can point and flex if you want. This gets tight. Be mindful of your kneecap as you roll into the front of the leg and the back. We like to release the kneecap, but we don't like to push it around. Into the back of the body. Ooh, doggy. Oh, hang on 1 minute. She's gonna leave me. That's right, she's early. Point and flex. Land it nice in the middle, and we're gonna inhale, exhale, bring it all the way to the top of the pelvis.
Okay.
Take that ball out, and you're gonna go right into the upper part of the body. So bring that ball to the ribs and silver, gold, whatever. Inhale, exhale. Hopefully she's not running away.
No.
Extend out, connect with that ball. Breathe deeply into those ribs. Exhale, bring that ball into the front of the chest. Breathe, chest to ball, ball to back, back out the back side of the body. Sink and breathe. Slowly bring yourself to the lateral side. Inhale, exhale. We're going to bring this ball to the base of your shoulder blade. Right there. If you want, you can porpoise mermaid up, do a little bit of back and forth. Roll into the front of the chest. Roll into the back of the chest. Support your head when you go. Stay right underneath that rib cage. Hopefully she can see me. She's wandering. I think she is. She can see me. Right. We got a couple more minutes. We're doing good. And then bring it back. Stack it up on the lateral side. Take that beautiful ball of yours right to the armpit. Sink in, extend in both directions. Do some micro shifting in there. Oh, this other arm got it from my I fell too. Bring that arm to 9 o'clock. Bring that ball into the front of the chest, out the arm a little. And then when you're ready, bring that beautiful arm of yours all the way to the other side. Support your head and bring it to the back side of the body. I don't think she can see me. Pull through. Bring that ball back to the armpit. Our last move, we're going to inhale, exhale, sink it down. Stretch it out, get on that arm, rotate that hand, palm down, face up. Oh, palm down, face up. Keep doing it. When you land, palm down, a little bit of pinky to thumb, and pinky to thumb. Bring yourself face down, let that ball go to the other side, and rotate that arm. And then land it face down and pinky to thumb. Good. Bring that arm up. Extend yourself back on the side. You can push yourself up. And now we're going to roll up our spine. So let's do this. We've all rolled up our spine many times before. You're professional spine rollers. We are going to get right onto our sacrums. Our sacrum should probably release really nicely because we just did them. So just engage that belly, press back into that ball, let that ball lift your glutes.
Oh.
Or get into that sacrum.
Release that sacrum, balance things out. Let that ball get into that low lumbar spine. There we go. Really work on letting that ball lift. Beautiful. Sink, weight in the ball. When you're ready, lift those hips, bring yourself down. Support your head or your legs, whatever you need to do. Again, lift and bring yourself down. Press into that ball. So as I'm focusing, my breath starts very low and I bring my breath up with the ball. Lift those hips, press it down. Once you get where you've got ribs on both sides, you are more than welcome to crunch it up and wrap it. Keeping your chin and your chest, or hips and chest on the ground, or chin to chest and hips on the ground when you wrap. It does not work if you let your hips come up. It does not work if you keep your chin up high. Otherwise, we have improper alignment of the spine and we will not get the adjustments you're looking for. Keep crunching and wrapping. And thank you for your patience. Sorry. I was just gonna leave me. Don't leave me, I'm just making a recording. There's just not enough time in my life right now to get everything done. So, you know, it is today, November 1st, and yes, we are making a recording for November 19th. Because that's how busy Paul and I and the world has gotten. That's just what needs to happen. I'll be out of town, so press in and lift. And I love you, fabulous rollers. So this is your complimentary video. All the way up to the top of your heads. Feel free to slowly roll. Thank you so much. And I'm gonna be goodbye. Goodbye, fabulous rollers.